Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 5 Episode 3 review. Show starts off with Greg and Nene. They decide they're going to get them some mani-pedis. So they're in there and they're discussing her, going back and forth from Atlanta to LA and him taking care of their son. So Greg is on this whole new, I'm trying to get back with Nene. I need the key to your house and the key to your heart. He's like, here's the key to my house and everything. This is the key to my heart. Now I just need a key to your house. And Nene, she's kind of liking it, but she's trying to brush it off like, boy, stop. So after he gets his pedicure done, he asks for some lotion. He proceeds to massage Nene's feet. Meanwhile, Miss Lawrence comes in like, hey, y'all close to my salon. How come y'all ain't came through? So they get to talking, and Miss Lawrence, was like, hey, Greg, if you want to get Nene back, you got to work hard at it and be sincere about everything you're saying. We going to move over to Miss Kenya, and I guess she's going to be the new girl, Portia. Portia, her grandfather was like Martin Luther King Jr.'s right-hand man. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s right-hand man. Dang, I couldn't get that out. And he passed away in 98, and his foundation is like the biggest one barely in the South. That's what she's saying. So she contacts Kenya to come to her fundraiser, and Kenya's like, yes, I know, being the celebrity that she is, her words, not mine, she gets invited to these things like this all the time. And Portia advises her, this is going to be a women empowered movie, women in power. That's it. And Kenya's like, of course going to be some men. And then she's like, no. So I guess Kenya assumed Portia's like, I guess we can invite a few men. But no, Kenya's like, no, there's going to be no men. Shut her down real quick right then and there. And they're sitting there, and I tell you, Kenya can turn the best situation to a worse one. She's like, oh, this is so cute to hear, like a cafeteria diner. And the girl's looking like, girl, you need to stop. I tell you, Kenya could find something wrong with the Taj Mahal. She could be in there, that tile right there is a half of a shade lighter than that one. She could be at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's leaning just a little too much. The Eiffel Tower, that screw right there doesn't match the rest of them. That's not professional. I'm gonna need Kenya. I really need her to stop. I don't know if this is how she actually is, or is she acting like this on the show. She trying to make her name so people can talk about her. I haven't quite figured that out yet. So in the midst of talking, Portia's asking her, are you married? Do you have kids? She got to tell him how she's married and she wants 2 kids by the age of 35. And then she just goes on this personal rant. And I'm trying to say this in the most nice way. She's saying how she's very blessed. She's never had to want anything for her life. But she's not saying it in a mean way, if that makes sense. She doesn't know that the way she's coming across is not the way to go about it. Maybe that's just me. But she doesn't seem like she realizes that how she's coming off, that some self-centered, conceited, spoiled rich girl. Maybe that's just me. So Kenya's feeling all kind of feeling like she's invited me to this thing and she's got all these personal questions. I don't know. So we're gonna move over to Miss Phaedra and Apollo, because Phaedra, she's doing her donkey booty videos, and for all the women out there that want a donkey booty, I guess you'll have to get Phaedra's videos. This is for the women who want to get that donkey booty without sweating. Apollo, he's gonna, I guess, try to do it for men too, but that's later on after Phaedra gets hers launched off. Because y'all know Phaedra is the connoisseur of all things of a donkey booty. Yeah. So we're gonna move over to Kim. Kim, she's still stressed out because they gotta move. She's mad because she done planted like $40,000 worth of flowers, which I'm thinking that if that wasn't my house yet and I hadn't actually paid for it yet, I wouldn't be putting all these upgrades in it until it was actually mine. Now I can see you putting some plants in, planting a few flowers, but $40,000 worth of flowers, I wouldn't have done that until it was, yes, this house actually said it's in my name. But hey, that's the way she wanted to do. So apparently she wants to rip out all the flowers that she paid for. She's stressed because they got to get out now. That, you know, their lease is up. Her landlord's like, yeah, y'all got to go 30 days and y'all go. Sweetie, she's stressed out for a while. I'm not sure. But Kim lets know, you got a house. And Kim, you got that condo. You just going to have to put your stuff back in storage. Do like Candy did. Find you a nice foreclosed house. You ain't going to find the house you in love with, but you and your kids and your husband need a place to stay. So you got to get to it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be really cramped in your condo, seeing as how now you're going to have 4 kids and a husband and 2 dogs. Yes. You need to stop trying to get that dream house you want. You need a house that you need to live in that can fit you and your family. That's what you need to do. So we're going to move over to Miss Nene and Cynthia. Nene's in New York promoting for her show or doing something for her show. Excuse me. And she's right outside of Central Park. Cynthia's like, hey, you haven't had a full New York experience. You never rode a subway. Now you need to know these things in case your town car cannot pick you up. You need to ride the subway. This is a Metro card. You use this. It's like money. You put your money on your card, I'm assuming. Yes. Put it in there, and that's how you pay for your subway. Gets there quick and easy. People on the subway, hey, weren't you from Glee? I loved you on Glee. I want to be an actress too. And give them showing Nene love. So after they get out of the subway, they say to get a hot dog. Nene, she's not feeling it. Apparently, last time she tried to do that, she got sick because the hot dog and the person who was cooking it. So Cynthia needs to let her know you need to wear you some comfortable shoes and you need to start riding the subway. Your town car could be stuck in traffic and you're in an important meeting. So yeah. So it's the night for Portia's big gala event. Kenya comes and she invites her friends. She's sitting there and they're all ready. She's like, these supposed to be women in power. Apparently what Portia meant, mothers, daughters, people, women who are doing something with themselves. Not exactly the richest of the rich. I guess that's what Kenya thought. Kenya, she's all uncomfortable. She's cold. Can I, adjust the air and all that stuff. But of course, like, it's 100 degrees outside Chabu. And she lets her know, my friend will be here. Yeah, your friend can sit right here. He's a little late. Portia's looking like, girl, didn't I tell you this is just for women? Yeah, I know Miss Lawrence, he wears his heel and his makeup and his handbag at that time, but that he's not a woman. That's what Portia's trying to get across. I know that's what your friends, so her and the girl she came in went outside. It's like, oh yes, Portia, she was announcing Kenya. She's like, and former Miss America. Kenya's like, it's Miss USA. Now y'all get to me on this one. What exactly is the difference besides the name? Did she not go on stage, do this? Did she not get her some flowers at the end and a sash? Did she not say what she wanted to do and answer the questions just like Miss America? Now I guess being in a pageant, Miss America and Miss USA is 2 different things, 2 different titles, but is it, to me it seems like it's almost the same thing. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Is Miss USA higher than Miss America? I don't know. So y'all gonna have to let me know about that one. So she's all kind of mad, like, you invited me to this event and you don't even know my title. And she goes outside and storms out. Portia goes out there to follow her, like, hey, you alright? She's like, yes, it was cold in there. You need to come out here. So she goes back in and talks to her friends. She's like, she was being really rude. But her food comes and she decides, hey, her food was here. It's only, apply to me to let her know, hey, your food's here. By then, Lawrence got there and she's like, oh my goodness, it's all kind of wrong in there. She called me Miss America, not Miss USA. I'm ready to go. It's boring. So Portia comes out and she's like, you know what? Your food's ready, but I don't even want you to stay here. This is my granddaddy's house. This is something special. You are not going to tarnish what we're trying to accomplish. You say you got all these charities, you doing all this, but you being extra rude. I'm gonna need you to leave. Yes, she told her to leave. Now, Kenya, in her confessional, you can't tell me to leave. This is my back leaving as I'm leaving. Well, girl, you were still on the premises, so basically you're still there. She is telling you to leave. Yes. Kenya, she's worrying on me with all these things. She's been in television, she's been in movies, she did all of this. She's this grand woman. I don't care anymore, Kenya. I stopped caring the first episode because you were really working on my nerves. Yeah. So that was basically the gist of the episode. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.